All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday afternoon if you're on my side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Hope you're all having a great weekend so far. Had a great start halfway through. Here we are. You're spending time here. Thank you so much for joining back in. No, we've taken a little bit of a break again. Just been kind of tired and busy past few days. But I do appreciate your patience in making sure to continue subscribing and rejoining on the streams. It's greatly appreciated. Love the support. Love that y'all come back, rewatch, keep watching, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. So we are back in Stratford. And well, we're gonna get on it. We started filling out a few areas here. Our residential bit. Let's see, why are my controls not functioning correctly here? There we go. All right, that was a little strange. Yeah, we filled up this edge of the map. I keep pressing that tab button. Yeah, filled up this edge here. I kind of want to continue filling up Briarwood Grove here. Kind of extended that out to the edge of our tile. See, people are using this. Very nice. So that way we're not getting too much traffic getting bottled up over here on the highway or the motorway into our main roundabout here, which in the future will be changed. But for now, we're going to use the vanilla assets or the in-game assets rather than creating random ones ourselves, custom ones, I should say. We named this area Mulligan Hills because I kind of took this offline and redrew the entire roadway area because I was just setting this city up for failure with the way I was setting up the original roadway network. I didn't have my my street set up properly. I didn't have my main roads. So it was just gonna be a mess, and then we would have been in the same spot that we were in our past few cities. We'd end up fixing traffic for hours upon hours upon hours, and that was one of the whole reasons why we started this new city. Is I just got tired of doing that. As fun as it was trying different mods, different settings, different roadway layouts, I understand cities do not come perfect, but at the same time, we shouldn't be spending countless episodes trying to fix traffic. And we all thought that things would get a little bit better with the bicycles. You know, thinking, oh, less people are going to, or less Sims are going to drive. They're going to use bicycles more. No, they did not stop driving. They ended up the bicycles just ended up clogging the roadways. Now, there are different ways to get bicycles around the city. You know, instead of just upgrading the roads with bike paths, or bike lanes, you can also create your own bike lanes that are separate from the roadway. That way you keep the bicycles off the main roads. We can actually, speaking of which, if you pedaling down our main road here. So one thing we can do, since we have this entire stretch here by the train station, is make this its own bike lane. And just have a bike lane cross the train tracks here off to our other side of the map, the Briarwood Grove. Have one of its own right down here. But not so much our focus right now. Our focus today is going to be filling up this tile. This is our starter tile here. You can see it's a pretty big one. You know, compared to the vanilla game, you know, we usually have a square. This map, as gorgeous as it is, has very different map layouts or map sizes. And I love that. I love that we're not constrained to an actual square. So it's creative, allows us to let our creative juices flow a little bit better. And, you know, just make the most of the terrain and not be locked up like, oh, well, I can't build in this area because I have to buy this entire square. We want to build across the map. You know, we've got 2 other options here instead of having to buy 2 or 3 other squares in order to kind of build in that area. But I want to make the most use of what we have. So that is what we're going to focus on today. Now, we have this highway road. I do want to complete this, or at least I want to set up where it's going to travel moving forward. Now, remember last few streams, I was saying that we're going to have a road go across. So I want to use a higher elevation so that way we can get a bridge across without interrupting the highway traffic. So we're going to try to look through the trees here and follow this terrain edge. We want to try to respect the topography as much as possible, but still make it an interesting drive. And then I'm going to stop right there for a few reasons. One, probably going to bring this across and then have it break up into 2 separate roadway networks by having a national road connect from over here and wrap around, and then just have that connection over this area that passes through our starter tile to go out to this network here. But, you know, I don't want to think that far ahead, because I'm just going to drive myself mad if it doesn't work out that way. So we're just gonna go with it. All right. Now, I know last time I was saying we were gonna have this road come across, and we might, but this time I think we're gonna stick with our idea here and go from this point here. So I want to probably start right back here. Let's go about there. And then what we'll do is use a complex curve, come out about, well, I guess 190 meters. Probably a little bit much. We'll go 100, 152. And right about there. That way at least we have a 2.6 degree slope there. There we go. So we have a little bit of a break there. We'll probably build something there. Just have it go across. But again, we don't have that tile yet, so we're just gonna leave some space at the end there. It all works out because we have all these other small roads that we can make connections into here. Yeah, we have a few broken. That's gonna drive me nuts. I already know it. Gonna go little by little. Nope, that's gonna break. And I know it's gonna break because of the way it's connecting in here. We're gonna match up with that one there. Beautiful. Match up with that there. And then we were just say that was gonna be a tunnel. Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and yeah, I think what last time we were doing was adding some one-way road networks. I don't want to do that again. So that way we have a little bit of variation in how we get traffic in and out of here. Kind of like the sidewalks, but 0.9 units. I do want to have 1 unit roads. So here, let's do this. We've got, oh, actually, you know, that'll work. So we want to keep it there. Kind of big city blocks, aren't they? All right, we'll start from this point here. Do the same thing over here. Oops. Go. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a two-way alley. Ah, just kidding. Got a little confused there for a second. Let's bring this down. Let's select this point, turn that off. I see what's happening. Grid's a little messed up there because it's not following. All right, we can redraw all this. Redraw all this. Break this down. Down 104 meters. Down 104 meters. There we go. Awesome. We just fixed it. Not too worried about that being a little off. There we go. You can always make slight adjustments here using the roadway manipulator. Boop. There we go. And even tell. Don't look too close. All right. By the way, folks, thank you so much for the likes on the stream already. Got 3. If you're joining in for the first time, make sure to, feel free to introduce yourself. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me if you're still enjoying playing City Skylines 2. Or if you've given up or never played or still play CS1. I'm actually not a huge fan that I have traffic going through here so close. So here's what we're going to do. That is a one-way road going that way. I'm going to have this be an overpass. And then not have a 4-way intersection there. Oop, a little slow there. All right, so to make it over, let's see. Why don't we choose one of these bridge roads? These are pretty neat. But let's just use... Crust might be a little too tall. Let's see here. Four lane, 2 lane. There we go. Question is it going to cross correctly? We gotta be a little higher, so maybe not that one. Wish I can narrow it down. Yeah, truss isn't gonna work. I thought I already said that. Let's see here. It's gotta be a little taller. I think 20 meters is a little too tall though. Let's go by 12.5 meters. I think that should do it. You get across all right? Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see what else we have. We don't need... There's so many options. We don't need a viaduct. That's kind of over-engineered for this purpose. Yeah, we don't need anything like that. Yeah, let's just go with the regular road for now, and we can come back and switch it up later. Well, let me cross. Oh, well, look at that. Oh. Would help if we built it in the right spot. Let's do our constant slope. Sure it connects correctly. Go, turn that off. Don't have to have it be... Ooh, that's kind of ugly. All right. Well. All right. I don't know how I feel about that. So let's do this. We are going to make this a ground section. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll mess with the terrain, kind of bring it back a little bit. Get a little bit of that. Round that out. Round that out. Use that height there. Soften that up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it looks a little better. That actually might honestly be a little too tall. I think we could live with that though. For now. We'll come back later. I just want to have something where we can get traffic up and over. May end up going under. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But for now, let's keep drawing here. We got our one-way custom alley. I think this one doesn't have... Is this the same? No, these are different. Okay. I think I want to make this connection here. So let's grab... What's this guy? Yeah. Alright, so we got 4 squares. We will go right about here. Cut that down, and then this will be the end of this space here. Boop. Just like that. And that'll continue there, and that'll be the end of our zoning area. I think what we'll do, we'll rethink that, put our parking elsewhere. I have parking here. Also got, let's see. Don't want to have anything too tall or too industrial looking. Let's see, gotta have 3x2, 3x3. Yeah, I think this will be good. Have it right over here. Right at that intersection. I think that'll work there. And then let's maybe put a little commercial over here. Southeast. Whoa. Nope. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, well, there we go. All right, so let's keep zoning in some Netherlands. We're doing gable roof. Ah, shoot. Gable roof, Campbell roof. I think here we're gonna have to get a little creative. Wonder if we can scooch this far enough to give us a little bit of zoning space there. Let's see if we can change this up a little bit. Grab our vanilla 2-lane road. Bring that out there. Bring this out a little farther. There we go. Got to get this guy on. There we go. That gives us a little bit more zoning space there. Unless that's going off the other end. Let's see. I wonder if we can trick the game a little bit. So let's put pathway using anarchy to break this up here. Let's see if that allows us to... Yeah. I don't even know if I needed to do that. But we did it anyway. Awesome. All right. And then we can continue on over on this side. Here, gambrel. There we go. Gambrel. Gambrel on this end. Gambrel on this end. Boop. And boop. People are more than happy to move into this area. They're all looking excited to do so. And looks like we got another autosave. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wait. I had a plan for that. I had a plan for this space. It was supposed to be a park. One of these, I can't remember. Yeah, that one. There we go. Supposed to make our Sims happy in this area, just because we don't have a whole lot of stuff going on here. Leafy tree, there we go. Very nice. And that's going to be the edge of that zoning area or that residential area. All right. So this is going to be our civic building area. So let's continue to terraform this area a bit. There we go. Square this off. Bring that back. All right. Make sure we leave enough space if we are going to be able to upgrade that in the future. Admin wing. All right. That doesn't have to go very far. That we can't upgrade. Not yet, at least. So say let's bring this pedestrian path. Yeah, it's about here. Let's make this connection there. There we go. There we go. Awesome. So I think we can benefit from having a few parks in this area. Just for people to be able to get up. Lounge park, that should be fun. Just to complement our commercial area over on this side. Let's see, what does that bring us? I can't remember. 24 outdoor recreation, very nice. And, you know, it kind of goes with the industrial look of these. I was using EU? No, Southwest buildings. And this looks fairly industrial, right? Look at that. All right, so I think we can definitely create a path using that. Go ahead and choose our surface tool. Select this. Nope, I don't want to move that one. We're going to create a new one. Bring that all the way out. And then what we'll do here is use our pathway tool, create a pedestrian path that'll bring us right through there. Small car path, pedestrian. There we are. Yeah, we're going to turn all that off. There we go. That should get people through there just fine. And we'll do the same thing over on this side. But let's get a little bit more creative with it instead of just going straight up. Now this is going to be some work. We'll do 90 there. We'll just choose the spot there. Spot there, and we'll round it all out. There we go. A little rounder. All right. Our invisible paths here. We got people that can spawn from that location there. Yeah, let's just go straight out. Yeah, I think that might be a little too narrow there. Let's go ahead and delete that pathway. Try that again. There we go. Awesome. Now we got slightly better connection through that area. And then we can just keep adding a few more things out here. See what else we got. That won't fit. Or if we can mess with this terrain here. Increase the brush size a little bit. There we go. And I don't know, we'll do some with this space here. And do some with this space here too. But for now, we're not going to focus too much on the nitty-gritty. But we got enough things here, I want to say, to encourage people to come out here and do stuff. So we'll see how that works out over time. All right. We have all this to add in. We'll go ahead and select our filters. That, a little bit of that. Cable. Lock depth 2. And let's go ahead and anarchy this in. There we go. I think we can go in here and manipulate these assets a little bit. Maybe we'll turn this around a little bit more. Now let's select this one here. It's gonna be the sub element. So we're gonna actually wait. Guy. No, it was a sub element. Oh, okay. Oh, weird. Kind of deleted it for us. All right. Perfect. That works. All right, we'll go in here. Let's go ahead and select some vegetation. So we got a leafy tree. Another cool thing we could do with this, instead of just filling the space like that, we can lower this down into the ground. Create almost a bush. Right? Just like that. Look at that. Can even do it with this guy too. Oh, wow. But we got these, so let's use these. Fill in some space there. Another autosave. There we go. All right. All right, let's drop this down a little quicker. A little bit too leafy. Way too leafy. Also too leafy. Whoops. Nope. There we go. There we go. That looks like it fits. Remember, just don't look too close and you can use your imagination for the rest, right? All right. All right, folks, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right hang tight. All right, folks, I am back. Thank you so much for hanging out. So, where were we? All right. Yeah, we're continuing with this here. We got the end of our residential area here. I think we're going to connect and finish up right around this bit here. Go ahead and make sure we terraform this area a little bit, just enough to get some 1x2 homes back here. There we go. And then that'll be the end of our residential area. So not quite sure what we're going to do with the rest of it here. We might go into mixed housing. Mixed zone housing, excuse me. Oh, you know, we can actually go 1x3 over here. Get a little bit of variety in some of the homes that grow here. Dude, let's do it. We got space. I don't see why we wouldn't. Just gonna take away a little bit of land there. Let's go ahead and remove zoning from this road here. Just for now. Gable roof there. Beautiful. Love how that works. You know, I wouldn't mind the zoning to be strictly on these side roads. Let's try it out just in this area. I know we've got mixed housing here. Let's see what we actually have access to. I know we got the UK mixed housing, but I'm curious how far it'll actually go. Okay. It goes about that far. Okay. About 4 units. We go back about 4 units. I think that'll work out just fine. I think it'll look okay. And we can add a bit more residential or commercial out in that area. Here. Using EU businesses. We do still have a commercial demand out here. Go ahead and make sure we swap this around though. What is that? Oh. No. All right. This is going to be a little weird here. So let's... we got rid of the zoning. That's what it was. There we go. Where are we just getting that? Weird. Okay. Let's say we just do this. Lot depth 4. And we'll do EU commercial using that one. Alright, so I don't think we need that. We got our buildings there. We'll turn off. We'll do all. Let's just do all. There we go. Hey, we do have... We'll put a petrol station here. Oh, forgot I had anarchy on. That makes sense. There we go. And then we got our UI2s growing there. That works. Yeah, that'll do. And that fulfills our commercial demand. We need to get more residential. Let's see if we can fit in a few more of these guys here. Although I kind of want to just keep the residential off to the hills. So let's just do that. But just for now, we'll choose the two-way alley. Just so we can get a little bit more zoning over here. We'll select our gable roof here. Or gambrel roof. There's our gable roof. I don't know if that's going to zone. Yeah, I didn't think it would. All right. Perfect. And we'll leave that blank for now. Let's see. Now we're kind of limited here. All right. Do we want to have... All right, how do these UK buildings look? Not a huge fan of the empty... Not like a corner building. Maybe we'll come back to that in the future. But I think here would actually be a good mix if we were to do a little bit of EU mixed housing right here on the edge. We'll see how that grows in. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Oh, all right, screw it. 22 grand. Oh, we don't have a whole lot of money actually. I gotta keep an eye on that money. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Not doing too bad. Doing pretty well actually. Yeah, look at all those people walking, being healthy. Love that. Now, I want to have some residential blocks out here. I wonder if we should start our medium density growth back here in this block here. Because we're starting to go from low density to medium density. So that's fine. I don't know if we've got Netherlands medium density. Ah, we do. All right, now I don't want to do the medium density row housing because that's going to be the taller buildings. So let's try the medium density housing. Let's get some apartment buildings in here. What we'll try 5 by 5 is not going to work. So we'll try 4 by 4. Yeah, I just wonder how large these buildings are. So it doesn't look like we get anything larger than a 3 by 3 building. Yeah. I think we might actually benefit from having some more alleyways back here, kind of like how we have over in this area here, but a few more of them for smaller blocks. Problem is I just don't want to have so many intersections coming through here, but we may need it. Let's go ahead and break that down a little bit. Let's rethink this. Break all that down, and we'll just have a few small roads coming through here. So we're getting some 3 wide. I think we'll try to just go like this. Right down the middle. It might be a good idea to have a 2-way alley road. Let's see. Let's fill this up. See what zones in. See what works, see what sticks, see what doesn't. And I know we're going to have parking out here. So let's go ahead and add some parking blocks as well. I think something in here, right in there, should work out for the residents. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit. I want to see what zones in before we get too far with it. I like this. This doesn't work for me. Let's see if there's like a corner UK. Clear that out. UK, here we go. Do all. There a corner? No, try left. Nope. Should be for... And semi-detached homes. No. Try medium. Flats, no. Medium row. No, not quite. Maybe Netherlands. Ah, that's what the flats are going to look like. Okay. Nope. Do I have something? Let's see. All right, I've got something. I think I have a few too many. What the heck? There we go. That's why. I think I had too many options selected here. There we go. Netherlands pack. Yeah, I guess I could do amber roof here and you wouldn't really notice. If we can find one. Ambrel. Yeah, we're just going to do level 5 at this point. There we go. 1x3? Is that a 1x3? Yep. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and pause this real quick. And we'll get Gamble Roof Home in here. What is going on here? Because that obviously is allowing zoning on it. So let's see. Allow, right? Okay. All right, let's turn off the snapping there. How's that gonna look? Is that gonna look normal? Not quite. All right, let's see what other options we have. Let's look up, let's go back to UK buildings. You know what we could also find are some of these specialized buildings. I know this is an option, so let's deselect that. United Kingdom pack. There we go. All right, not quite what I was looking for. Oh, nothing really wants to build on that one-way road, huh? It's so strange. Anywho. See what else we've got. Medium petrol station. Heath pub. Yeah, parking kind of kills it here. Heath pub. Let's see. Pub. Nope. Oh, gotta undo that. Heath pub. There we go. Pub 1, 2. Perfect. All right, this fits. That fits, so it sits. We got 2 different colors. What is that? Already exists. Okay. We're going to cheat a little bit here. Oh, because this is the static ploppable building. All right, so we can actually scooch this forward. Let's grab that. Right up to the edge here. That's sticking in a little bit. What are you? What are you doing? All right, mixed housing. Well, we'll see how that goes. So let's get some surfaces. Ooh, you know, I actually downloaded a few new surfaces from, let's see, surface, urban decay pack, from Mike Builds on YouTube. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to show up, though, because of the way I added it. Interesting. Yeah, it's not showing up. Probably because of the way I added it. So I'll have to fix that some other day. Well, let's go ahead and snap to the side of a building here. Well, actually, we'll go underneath it. Why not? Be able to tell anyway. There we go. I think we're going a little too far under here. And folks, terribly sorry I'm doing that thing again. I'm focusing too much on the little details and not on the full build. All right, gotta stop. Hey, what's up, task manager? Just pop in and see if I can super chat yet. Not quite. Nope, not yet. Still need about what? Let's see, folks. How far do we have to get me to be able to do super chat? So we're at 344 subs. Need to be at 500. So if y'all want to be able to get some of those super chat abilities, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's only going to help the channel out, and it'll make it a little bit more fun for y'all too. Then you get bragging rights. You're like, ooh, look at how many points I'm getting. Yeah. What? Oh, Ellie? Wait, what? What is going on here? Something's happening. We kind of messed ourselves up there a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, easy fix. We can just anarchy ourselves in. But you know what? Oh, man. Nah, we're not going to do that. Next UK. See, that's the only problem. I can't really... It's the way these buildings zone in, it doesn't really... doesn't really fit perfectly. And again, we don't have to have it be perfect, but I don't know. It just, I think it completes the look when they line up nicely. Like back here, let's just, we'll just leave that. Because I think when it levels up, it might fill in that zone. Not sure yet. I see like that looks nice. The Netherlands ones. I think we're going to switch. Oh, wow. Look at that's quite a step down from your apartment. This UK mixed housing, yeah. Let's see. I think we're going to switch this up. Much as I like that, or you know what, we'll just leave it as is. We're just going to go medium density housing with Netherlands pack. We're just going to continue that all the way through there. We're just going to fill that in. Rosewood, you will all be medium density here. Looks like we've already fulfilled density need, but let's just fill this all in. Change my mind. That'll be all medium density, and then we'll fill in the rest with commercial. But just want to make sure we're actually filling some jobs, because that's what's important in this area. We want to make sure people can actually work here. So EU, low density. Let's go ahead and fix some of this here. I see. I see what's going on. Oh, 90 degrees. There we go. There we go. Break that down. Zoning's a little wonky over here. All right, so what we'll do, make that connection there. Perfect. And zoning stays on the major roads. Love that. Would have been perfect if this was just a little closer. But we can figure out what we can do with that in the future. Well, let's go ahead and make these connections here. Actually, make sure we have the correct road. There we go. And swap that around, going that way. Perfect. All right. Break that bit there. Let's redraw this. What is that? 4-lane. Oh, denser trees. There we go. Little better. Little better. And because I'm a stickler about having blind intersections, let's just go ahead and connect this up here. Bring this up a little further. Try that again. There we go. Perfect. And then Yeah, I don't know. This may follow this curvature here. I'm not entirely sure yet. Oh yeah, I'm liking the way that's filling in a little better than the UK buildings. You know what we could do? We could do a mixture of both. So if we do medium density Netherlands, we can go ahead and select all that, get rid of that. Then we'll get our corner building there and pause that. Get our corner building here as well. Love that. All right, folks. Sorry you're all getting kicked out of your homes. And pause that. Netherlands. Pause that. Netherlands. And same thing over here. Break that down. There we go. Yeah, I think it's just going to look a little bit better. Look at these. These Netherlands assets are pretty nice. What we'll do is we'll get rid of some of these crossings here. Just because I know it's going to get pretty busy in this area. There's no crossings there. One there. Put one there. Take that out. Anarchy. Let's take that one out as well. And we can leave that there. That's just fine. What is that? F-tab. Yeah. The tunnels. I still have to figure out how to use this. Because I know we've got that. Yeah. So eventually, once we start growing out a little further, figure out how to use that asset. But again, just want to thank you folks. Welcome in. If this is your first time, feel free to say hello. Why don't we do this? Let's go ahead. Just for the packs that we're using in this build, see, we've got North American, European, Netherlands, and I forgot what we were using. UK. We're going to start a poll. Go ahead and tell me in the chat or using the poll function what you think, like what your favorite building type is, because we got a few different ones. We got the Netherlands pack, just to give you a little idea of what it looks like. So these are the Netherlands low density residential. We've got Netherlands medium density residential, which are these guys right here, a little bit taller. And then we've got that's all Southwest. Some are European. But let's go to this area. So we got Netherlands medium pack, which is pretty nice. Little parks in the back, or little playground areas in the back. Got a mixture of UK medium density homes here, or sorry, mixed use buildings here, or UK mixed use. And then we've got North American somewhere. What is this over here? I'm not sure I'm a fan of this. That's EU mixed housing. That's just too large. We're going to go and pause this real quick. We're going to kick a few people out of their homes, unfortunately. But we're going to go with medium Netherlands, because that actually fits pretty nicely in the area. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Hey, we got one vote for European so far. All right. What's going on over here? Oh, facility full. All right, no biggie. Ooh, look at that. We're getting a huge money spike, huge spike of people moving in as well. Why don't we go look at services and take a look at where we can start to increase our budget. So fire protection, that's kind of important. Police, yeah, we want to have pretty decent police coverage. Transportation, we want our train networks to work effectively. So speaking of which, I'm curious. How is our train situation looking? We got a ton of people coming in. Kind of nice. 11, 8. The hell's that sound? Is that the water tower? Is that the McDonald's? That's insane. That's wild. That McDonald's sounds crazy. All right. Suburban train station. Looks like we got a few people waiting here. Not too many. 44, 12. Yeah, got some pretty good use out of that so far. $7,000 going up. Moratorium availability. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Get rid of that. Let's take a look at our mixed residential. Now, I kind of liked the northeast mixed residential buildings. Those were pretty nice. There was another one I also liked. Southwest were pretty cool. The old style apartments. I don't know what those look like. I'm kind of curious. Let's just zone a bit here, see what those look like. I may not keep these buildings, so let's give this a few minutes here to blow in. Then what we'll do here, as we've got it, is put some more Netherlands, medium density. I'm losing track. There we go. Oh, okay, that does not fill in. Survival mode Minecraft performance has been getting really, really good, especially for the latest versions. Yeah, I still have yet to play Minecraft. I've been watching, not sure if you're familiar with the channel, but Neebs Gaming. Those guys have some pretty entertaining Minecraft content. Pretty entertaining. That stuff is pretty dang funny. How does that UK mixed? Okay, looks like that. That fits all right. Hey, do we want to get a parking road back here or a parking asset? Yeah. See what that would look like. Parking, parking, parking. You can fit, what is that, a 5x4? 3x4. I think that would be good. And let's try to fit a park back here. Park. Assets. There we go. 1x2, 1x4 with market stalls. All right. Gazebo. There we go. Damn, look at all this traffic now. Everyone's moving in. Hopefully it doesn't get wild. Oh, there we go. Another autosave. I'm glad it's actually saving now because I've played a few games where I have screwed it up. Yeah, there we go. That's going to happen again. So we're going to go back and select Netherlands, medium. Keep getting, there we go. There we go. Let's get some low density offices down in here. There we go. Don't know if I want zoning on that side though. We'll leave it about that much for now. Looks like we're gonna need a better hospital because our little clinic is getting very busy. Let's see, what other options do we have for healthcare? Right now we are running the Netherlands Small Medical Center. Go in here. Netherlands Small Medical Center. So it's got 2 ambulances. We cannot upgrade it. We have, oh, we're almost filled up with patients. JP Medical Center is a little too large. That's a little too large. A little too large for that space. A little too large. Ah, the French one. Okay, medical practice also a little too large. And we kind of limited ourselves with space here. Eastern European Clinic, Netherlands Hospital, same thing. But we can actually move it over to this space here. 3 ambulances. Upgraded with section wing. Has more. Oh, okay. Oh, dang it. Which one was it? The French one, right? French one will fit. I think we could probably change the color up a little bit. But then we've got that kind of blank space back there. All medical center will fit. Pause this real quick. 38 patient capacity. Same, 1 extra ambulance. Darn. Really set ourselves up here. We can get rid of that pathway. Have a little bit more space here. Yeah, let's do that. It's all right. We'll get rid of this parking lot as well. A little bit of work we did. Not too much. Not too much. All right. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. Let's scooch this guy down a bit. Put about 2 spaces there. And then we'll put our pathway back in here. We'll move our pathway actually. our key wall. This side, that way we can... There we go. All right. And we'll do a little bit of terraforming. Hit here. Bring this down. There we go. Increase our brush size there. Awesome. And upgrades, inpatient ward. That will give us nothing. All right. That's fine. We've got a few more ambulances. Let's see, how many? 3. We don't have any more ambulances. Oh, no, we have 1 more. All right. That looks good, though. That looks good. I don't mind it. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some vegetation back here. Using our leafy tree guy. Fence of these bad boys. Oh, that's not annoying. Hey, there they go though. Love how these ambulances are parked back to back like that though. That makes no sense. But they're off doing their own thing. I kind of like how that looks a little bit better anyway. Love it. Awesome. Yeah, we're looking pretty good in this area. We'll do something with that space a little bit more in the future. Harlan, what's going on? Our task manager got a little backed up here, so wouldn't know, sorry, but maybe at some point search JJ Thunder to the max or Eclipse shaders. Seriously, some extremely pretty and amazing scenery for a block game at least. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out at some point. Thanks for the Rex. I'm always looking for different content to watch every now and then, you know? Let's get rid of that. Oops. There we go. I want to have some connection here. So we're going to put a footpath for pedestrians. There we go. Oh. Is that a different asset? Doesn't look familiar. Oh my god, that's so annoying. All right, this is looking pretty good so far. All right, I think we gotta use... Okay, what is this again? EU Mixed Town. North American Mixed. This is the old style apartments. I don't know. I don't think this fits. Doesn't fit the aesthetic. At least now I know what it looks like. That looks very, they're called, like New Orleans, and this looks very, old, like what you would imagine older UK buildings to look like, right? This is what you'd, yeah, like older towns. But Harlan, what am I doing today? I am trying to fill out this first square and, or this first tile here. So far we've filled this out and it's been about, oh, a little over an hour. So we've got our work cut out for us. but we're making money. A lot of people are moving in. I think we're doing all right. All right on time, not so much, but you know, it's happening. All right, I think what we're gonna do here is go with modern assets. Fortunately, we're not getting a full thing here. Green. I'm gonna have another autosave. Let's see if we can. Nope. There we go. There we go. Got to do these individually sometimes. Get them to fill in how you want to. All right, so what we'll do here is mess with the zoning a little bit. We don't have zoning on this road here, so let's switch that up. Interesting. Interesting. What we could also do is put a pathway that goes straight across here. Nope, that doesn't work either. There we go. All right, set up. Okay, that is shifting everything interestingly. I think we might just have to put a few things in manually after this fills in, because I want to see what type of building or what it's going to look like. That is very, very modern looking. I don't know if that fits with the motif here. I think we're going to take this back to the drawing board. Let's see. I think we'll go with Dragon Gate. We'll see if we actually get anything fill in. You low density businesses. Oh, come on now. Ooh, don't want to mess that up. Combination of offices here. Just to break up the noise a little bit. Awesome. High demand for residential still and industrial. So why don't we start growing our industrial sector out a little bit? Let's just go based off of the space here. go. All right. That should give us a little bit more work here. How far are we from waste collection? 200,000. 880,000. Yeah, we're going to go with this guy after we get up there on cash. But we are making a lot of money so far. So enjoying that. Now our intersection here is doing really, really well. What do I do? Let's wait till we make a little bit more money and do some editing here. So let's look up fancy. Fence. I think this looks pretty nice. We'll do something right up at the top here. Turn that guy off. Why are people walking on the highway? Oh, they're trying to get to work. 'Cause I don't have buses or anything. Not everyone drives. So that is a issue. That's an issue. But tackling one thing at a time here. I think what we're going to do too is level up some of these roads. So just got that. We're going to increase that density there. Just again, because we don't want to limit ourselves. Hey, Boomtown, there we go. That should give us a lot of money to work with here. Which is what we're looking for. Very nice. All right, so I know we have our little custom garage or garbage collection using that and these guys, but it's not working out. We're going to delete all this. Yes, bulldoze, and it's all gone. So we're going to use one of the assets here. This waste collection building is one of the special assets that are downloadable on not just what's it called? Oh my god. I'm blanking. On oh my lordy, what's it called? Ah, Steam. No, not Steam. Jesus. Hello? What am I thinking? Oh, this is gonna bother me. Downloadable on... Wow. Can't say that something like this has really escaped me this bad. Oh boy. Wow. Love how it's still separated by a light post. We'll get rid of that light post. There we go. Oh my god, Paradox mods. There we go. Still on available on Paradox mods. Let's add a few garbage trucks. Oh my, that was tragic. All right, auto save again. Woo. How many garbage trucks do we have? Let's see. Vehicles in use, we got 4. Go ahead and add another. Of course they can't get to the road. Why wouldn't they? Why would they be able to get to the road? Let's go ahead and select the sub building. We're gonna relocate and we're gonna select snap to the road. Not enough money. Love that. That was a big mistake. See if we can get our money back. Oh, well, they're all going out. So that kind of works. I mean, we could pretty much use... we can't. Darn. All right, we'll leave it as is for now. But they're going out there, doing their thing. I'm going to give it a second here. Folks, I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and speed this up through. You can go ahead and watch, hang out, enjoy the music. Be right back. All right, and we're back. All right, if you're wondering where I'm going, I've been drinking a lot of iced coffee today, so a little overshare, but that's all right. All human here. So I want to share a little bit of frustration. As you know, I've been using City Planner Plays radio stations that were created by I don't even remember anymore, but he has a creator that's been making it all over the past, I don't know, I think I've been using it for over a year now. But every now and then YouTube will give me a copyright strike, or it says it's not a copyright strike, but it's labeled as a copyright infringement, even though part of the agreement for using this music is to put in the subject line or in the about section of the video that the tunes are by Masterplan Music. That's who it is, Masterplan Music. And I've done that. I put available Paradox mods, not sponsored content, made sure to give credit to the creator. But for some reason, YouTube just still wants to give me a copyright mark on it. So if you want to show a little bit of support on the channel, please go watch the video. Just so that way, I mean, I'm not monetized, but it will help keep me from not being able to gain viewers as a result of that mark on that video. So thank you. That's just my short little rant. Not much of a rant, but thank you. I would appreciate that. All right, so I know we cut this off here. Let's just go ahead and build this on through. Let's go ahead and put clean industrial manufacturing. We'll do it on both sides here. Break that down, fill it all in. And we're just going to downgrade that. Yeah, look at all that leveling up over here. How are we looking? None of this Dragon Gate, right? Dragon Gate. Yeah. Buildings are zoning in. We just got to give that a little bit more time. Gonna have to fill it in a little bit more residential, so we'll keep going with the Netherlands pack. See if we can get some 6x6 buildings, and we're not going to get 6x6 buildings. Is it better than the first one? Are you referring to City Skylines 2 as a game? Or what's your question? Just so I can understand a little better and give you my thoughts. Oh no, I'm losing the corner buildings. Darn. I like the way these buildings look too. Alright, well, we're just going to have to switch it up a little bit here. Alright, folks. UK next. Yeah, first City Skylines. I mean, so I used to play the first City Skylines on console, so that came with its own struggles with how creative you can get. Although I've seen some amazing builds on console, so I can't really give it that much slack. But definitely playing the game on PC has its advantages, such as being able to be a little bit more creative using mods. So it's a little easier with growth, growth wise. Yeah. I don't know if that answers the question. I mean, that doesn't really answer the question fully, but my non-answer. Hope that answers that. Although I do want to go back and I do want to keep playing the PS1 on console, because I know they've added quite a few updates on it over the past few months, I want to say. Center shops. All right, we're just going to use Anarchy to get these bad boys in here. Go with lot width 1. Hello. Isn't that a road? That's definitely a road here. Oh, you know what? I probably turned off zoning. Yep, there we go. I've totally forgot about that. 1x3. I could do a 1x4 in there. Depth all. Alright. I know there's 1x2. Come on now. There we go. Okay, French. I didn't even select it yet. There we go. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I mean, that'll kind of work, but not all that great. Oh. Heard City Skylines 2 crashes a lot and also has performance issues. Have I experienced crashes so far? What? Have I experienced crashes so far? That's adorable. 100%. I mean, this game, I don't want to say it's been riddled with issues because that's, you know, being a little rough on, a little harsh, I should say. The game has definitely been, it's had its problems. But it's not unplayable. Not unplayable. You can still have a lot of fun, have some really good builds. But yeah, I mean the game has it struggles with a few things. But I'm also playing with mods, so that could be a good part of why some of the issues exist. So it's all relative, right? The game might run a lot more smoothly if I'm just playing the vanilla game. But, you know, the whole reason why I'm playing on PC is because the mods are available. So, yeah. Eh. Take that information as you will. Come on now. Just want to find a nice little building. Oh, maybe we could do 2x2. Let's see that. Yeah, content creator pack. Oh, that's not. Let's look up mixed. There we go. We got French, German, Japanese. We can go Japanese. How does that look? What? Oh, yeah, because it's got the parking back there. All right, let's go back. But yeah, look, I like on console, for example, I can't use find it, look for assets. Yeah, but I kind of, like I said, I kind of want to go back and play on console. Because I want to see what I've been missing or what I've just been enjoying as part of playing on a PC. There we go. Right, we're gonna switch it up here. So we're gonna do, because I can't find anything that fits in there perfectly, I am going to select this and we are going to change the color set. So that is going to be, I'm assuming, the color of the roof. Nope, that is not the color of the roof. Oh, that's going to be the color of our doors. Aha. Go a little darker, dark brown. Okay, this is our building. Let's see if we can... Oh, that's going to be the front of our building. Okay. I mean... I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference. What we can also do is select our brick facade. I think let's do that. Let's try that. If we highlight, go and find our decals. We got wall decals somewhere. There we go. Our wall pack here. And check that. Boom. There we go. So let's try to find the large one. There we go. Oh, that looks good. All right. Ooh, pipe leak? What? Totally forgot about a lot of these. There are so many. Love the Pride Pack. Alright, I know Sully has some brick ones. I also have all these ads. Okay, so maybe it's not there. Yeah, we got the Urban Decay Pack. We got the wall designs. That's not it. Industry decals, no. Ground decals, no. Unless for some reason they're on ground decals, but I can't imagine it would be. Looks like it's on that decal then. Whoa. Forgot how many of these I've actually downloaded. Wall decor. No. Damn, there's a ton of those too. I forgot what it's called. It's called brick. Brick something. Here, let's see. Brick. Not a building. Texture. That's for the roof. Oh boy, I have so many. Brickworks. That's what I'm looking for. Brickworks. Okay. Brickworks Planner. Brickworks 8. But we want Brickworks. Boy. Okay, so it's called Brickworks, but I'm trying to remember where to find. Oh, here we go. Nope, not it. Dirt patch, no. We could probably just use the textures, castle wall textures. Extra large, no. Industry, no. Wall decor. I think we may just use. Oh man, why am I getting so tied up on this? Remember we said we weren't going to get tied up on details. We got to build out. We got to do yada 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 yada, and I am not doing any of that. Highly doubt it's going to be under graffiti decals. But my gosh, if it's in here, so many good ones. The roadway patches. Yeah, it's not that one. Beach decals. Nope. Potholes. Nope. Graffiti. Nope. Oh my word. Got so many, but none of the ones that I need. Not gonna be surfaces. Not gonna be net lanes. Do you think it's a net lane? No, no way. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're not gonna get it round? No way, right? I think I already checked all this. Yeah, it's not. We can go with the castle wall texture, but it's gonna cover the windows too. So yeah, we're just let's not get caught up on that. Let's not get caught up on that. All right. Netherlands housing, got to keep going. Do we want to continue up that way? I think what we need to do is bring this out and finish this up. What we'll do is end right back here. That's 24 meters up. 24 meters out. Nope. Oh man, my game is kind of going slow now. Not sure why. Turn that off. 24 meters. There we go. All right. See if we can do complex here. All right, let's do continuous. All right, complex, complex, complex. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but just makes it interesting. Something different. All right, let's go ahead and cut this through here. Instead of doing, we could do a two-way alley. Screw it. We'll continue this on through here and then break this off right up here. From that point. And then curve that up into that road like that. Perfect. Then we'll get rid of our crossing. Boop and boop. Boop, a little booparoonie. All right, we'll leave that crossing there. All right. Sorry, folks. North, the Netherlands. Where are you? All right, go. Pathway. We're gonna have to mess with the zoning a little bit here. Interesting. Let's grab a path here because we just got to move the zoning over to this side. Put away from that. Darn. Okay. Netherlands. Building. Medium. Netherlands. Three by three. I'll tap 3. Yeah, that looks good. Do lot depth 2. Do a 3 by. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little tall. A little tall there. I think that's what it's going to be when we level this entire area up, though. So let's do... We're building there. We'll do... Do a few 3x2s here. Oh, that would look pretty good. We can just anarchy that in for now. And then we'll shift the building around a little bit. There we go. Just enough. Then we'll figure something out for that space there. And we'll have to get creative with the way we're gonna flip buildings around here. Let's go ahead and make sure we got our lot depth 2. And let's do 2x2s for now. Let's see if we can get width 3. And we'll do level, oh boy. Lot depth 3. Let's see if we can do something interesting here. I just want these buildings to be a little shorter. A little shorter. All right, let's see if we can shift this around enough to make it look like it fits just right. And it looks like we got it just right. Beautiful. Look at that. I can barely tell. That edge looks really good. Just don't look too close in the back there. It all looks pretty solid, if I may say so myself. That looks solid. See, this is the sort of thing you can't really do in Cities 1 on console. Can't really mess with the buildings like that. And that's what I really like about playing on PC. Is it cheating? Meh. Define cheating, right? Let's see if we can get some of these. Yeah. Oh. That's a wee bit large. So 1x4. Honestly, this would fit pretty nice when I have something a little taller in here. That'll fit better. But so far, I am digging this. I am digging this. So we're gonna do some more of the Netherlands pack buildings if I can find that. We'll do 3x3 Netherlands pack. There we go. There we go. All right, actually gotta put these in manually. That's all right though. Pretty easy to do. Pretty easy. I think we're gonna add a corner building here. So let's go ahead and throw in a corner building. There we go. And then one more here as well. Then we're gonna put a road in here. Bop, 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 bop. Just a little alleyway. Nothing major. Just have a little bit of extra connection here. Connectivity, I should say. Yeah, I love how these little blocks are just filling in. It's looking pretty nice, if I may say so myself. All right, folks, we will eventually fill this in. We're 2 hours in. I think we're doing all right. Filled in a little bit more commercial, or sorry, bit of, what's it called? Wow. I'm trying to say here. Build in a little bit more industrial. There we go. That's the word. What do we got here? EU low density. Yeah. I'll leave that as is for now. Oh, look at how these are working out. Not thrilled about the green. Let's switch that up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting a little jumpy there, game. There we go. This mustard color, I don't know about that. Switch that up a little bit. Go with a little bit of a pale yellow. That looks like duty. Switch the opaqueness. Oh, that looks like. Let's go a little bit lighter. There we go. I think that's a little better. Just a little bit. Oh, that's where I put the Dragon Gate buildings. I don't know why I thought they were over here. What have I filled in here? I don't remember. I say we just do EU low density just to be safe. I don't know how I feel about the Dragon Gate buildings like that. But we're getting a lot more traffic out here now. I want to make sure that traffic is still flowing relatively smoothly. Looks like it's all right. I mean, we've got a dip there. I think mostly because we've got more cars coming in. I think what we got to do up here. I don't know if we have access to this though. Do we? Yeah, we do actually. Turn this into a roundabout. Just gonna do a medium roundabout. Just to keep traffic flowing a little smoother. There we go. We're gonna get rid of these crossings here. We don't need crossings way out here. Can't even take that out. Alright. That should not have a crossing. Should be... let's see if we can downgrade this to a lower speed. We cannot. Weird. I wonder if it's because it's a raised section. Whatever. I think it's going all right though. I think it's a little better with the roundabout there. I don't want to have any turns here, so what we'll do is get our traffic. Hold on. Rid of that. There you are. Lane connector tool. I'm going to remove unsafe. I don't want anybody making turns there. That's just silly. There we go. That should flow better now. What's that? Oh yeah, that goes to switchbacks. All right. How are people feeling about moving in? Unreliable healthcare coverage, small homes, unreliable internet service. We'll get there, don't worry. Communications. Yeah, we just don't have a whole lot of money right now. Oh, we're getting there. Hey, radio masts we can get in here. What was kind of cool is that it showed the coverage of the antenna masts, but it's not this time. Say we plop this somewhere over here, I want to say. We'll wait though. Another thing we could do is wait till we have access to the server farm, because I think that'll be a little bit more beneficial for us. Now, we do need a post office. So what I'm going to do is put the post office near the train station, because that just makes sense. We're going to go ahead and plop a few of these post bins around, mailbox, whatever you want to call it. We'll plop one right there. Plop one right over here. One right over here somewhere. Let's see. Let's anarchy it in. Right there. Pop this guy right over here. That'll cover this area nicely. And then right down here. Wow, look at all the people moving around. That should be pretty decent coverage so far. Put that right there. Beautiful. Look at that money that we're making. I should probably post over there. Yeah, so far so good. Let's keep building because people want to keep moving in. So we want to accommodate that. All right, it's getting a little tricky over here with the zoning. So let's go ahead and turn zoning off, see if that will help us out a little bit here. I know we could platter some stuff in. Let's try that. So let's see. Got 3x3 Netherlands. Medium density. Put the zone right there. Zone right there. Love that. Love, 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 love. We're not going to have it snap to the side of the building. I don't know how that's going to look. We'll see. Let's give our zoning back. Can we do a 4x4? Let's see. Let's turn all that off. Try to snap to this here. Cannot. All right. We'll do 2x2s then. We'll snap a little guy right there. Snap a little guy right there. I think we're gonna have to switch this up a little bit. Snap to the road. Oh, actually, let's see. I think that'll work. Let's see. And we could probably just rotate it around, kind of like how we have this here. There we go. Let's move that away real quick. Bring this up right around here. Oh, autosave. All right. And then we can get pretty creative with what we can do here. By adding, let's see. Let me switch that up a little bit. Do Netherlands pack. You already have 3. All right, perfect. Let's plop that down. Have to get a little creative here. Go ahead and drop this down a teeny bit. Try to connect that up a little bit there. Don't want it to cover the street. I mean, can't even really tell all that much. Yeah. That's good enough. Whoa. We'll come back to that. Still got to do something about this. The Netherlands. Beep, 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 beep. 4, 6. Oh. Oh, wow. Hold on. What do we got here? Oh, low rent. Do we want the low rent buildings here? I don't know. Doesn't really fit with the aesthetic. Yeah, the aesthetic doesn't really fit. All right, let's try 3. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go with these 3x3 buildings. That around. There we go. Awesome. Everything is densely packed in here, but you know what? It still looks pretty darn good. Once we peel away the UI, this looks pretty darn good. And so we're gonna keep building some more of these 3x3 assets, because that's what's going to fit in here, and we'll butt these up together. This is where it's going to get tricky. Fine, we'll be creative. There's so much you can do with these corner buildings. We can rotate this around. Actually, I think what would fit better are a few 2x2s in here. Sorry, folks. Is there a 2x3? Oh, no, let's see. There's not. Do 2x2 here, and a 2x2 here. Or if actually we can find a 3x3. Corner one. Make that work pretty well. Try this. Alright, we'll plop that down. Select you, rotate. Now, let's see. Select you. Rotate you around. Pull you right in there. And then we'll throw in another building right over here. I like something like this. And then rotate you around a little bit. Yeah, that looks like it's got a little bit of continuity to it. Yeah, can't tell too much. Yeah, it works. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, what makes it hard to see are the platter things in the bottom there. Yeah, I think we're good there. Now we could take out some of the sub elements to make it look a little less full here. But not much we can remove. Yeah, there we go. That looks good right there. I'm going to manipulate this around a little bit. Pull this intersection back a smidge. Pull this back a smidge there. I'm going to drag this a little closer, actually. Just like that. Beautiful. That looks fantastic. What do y'all think, folks? I think that looks great as a little mountain village. And I think it just, yeah, that looks good. I'm digging that. Now that's not quite what I expected to zone in. We're gonna get rid of that. We'll leave this space blank for now. We'll come back to it. Let's just go ahead and keep zoning in here. A few more offices. Use, get rid of that. Get rid of street lights. There we go. We'll take away the ability to turn left. That's going to be a turn right only situation here, because I know it's going to get a little crazy with traffic. Got a road builder there. No left. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. Right turn only. All right. This is looking really solid. In my opinion, I'm thinking this looks really good. All right, I think what we could do here is drop this down a little bit, so that way we can have a little bit less of a dip there, or there we go. Now we can drop this bridge down a little bit. I think we'll take it back and redraw it. Oh, A little autosave there. All right. That way we don't have to go as high up. Kind of thought about that a little earlier. Yeah, that McDonald's is loud. Now, I want to say we should be able to get a road over that. Don't need to do, don't need to pause that. Might have to go up a little bit. Oh yeah, we got to go up a little bit more. Oops, don't want a bridge segment all the way. Bring that back down, bring that back down. Got a weird dip going on here. Let's see. Oh, the terrain. There we go. And let's go ahead and add that guy back in. That McDonald's is no joke. Pretty loud. There we go. Awesome. That looks a little bit better. Looks a lot better, actually. Then what we'll do, we'll speed this up a bit here. 35. I mean, 35 is a safe speed. If we go any faster, I think we're going to have situations where people are crashing more. 65. Maybe we could do 65 down to 35. Oh, nope. We lost power. Going back. All right. We're gonna get rid of parking though, so we'll do a wide sidewalk on both sides. There we go. For now. Eventually, I'm sure that'll have to be a 6-lane road or asymmetric road, but right now it looks all right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Especially with our retaining wall there. I'm glad I thought of the change. All right, let's soften that terrain a little bit. It's a little smoother. Yeah, that looks a little funky. We're not going to get too caught up with what looks good, what doesn't. Oh, that is so annoying. Why is this so loud? Anywho, I think that looks way better than it did before. Let's just go ahead and bring this terrain out a little bit. And soften that up a bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. That looks worlds better, in my opinion. I think I should honestly have the ground come out a little bit further and the bridge segment be a little shorter, but yeah, we're not going to get caught up on getting too busy with that. think this area would benefit from having offices. More offices, I should say. Not going to need another road there. Or roadway connection, I should say. Oh, you know what we should have, though? We should have a pathway. I see we have a pathway right there. Have that go back in. There we go. That way we have a pathway going across here. You know, let's just do a custom one. We'll choose one of our tile surfaces. Paving slab gray. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll throw in a pathway for pedestrians. Turn that off. Put 2 connections here. There you go. That way people can walk through, walk across, do all that good stuff. We'll add a little bit of commercial back here. A little commercial there. I think this is going to look really nice. I think it's looking good already. It's looking pretty good. Police, how are we? Okay. I was about to say, how is that area being? Whatever. There's a lot of people walking, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice to see. I think we're going to keep developing with Netherlands medium density buildings. Those are pretty nice. I kind of dig them. Let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. What we'll have to do is use platter. Do 3. Netherlands medium density right there. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little anarchy here. Let's see, Netherlands 2x2. Let's see if we can find a right side building. There we go. Oh, maybe that doesn't work. Unless we could find a 3x3 corner building like we had. This guy here. Oh, that looks awesome. That fits perfectly. All right, let's choose the building. There we go. We'll just set it back a little bit. Yeah. I think that looks all right. Just use your imagination, folks. Hey, this is looking really good. I don't mind that everything's looking bricky. Nothing wrong with a little brick. By the way, chat, we are about 2.5 hours in. We got 88 views. Make sure to share. Almost said the wrong thing. Share, because I was trying to say like, subscribe, and share. So I was like, subscribe. I'll do a little bit of everything. Yeah. How are we feeling about the build? How are we feeling about our mountainside build? I kind of like the roadway network. I like the way it's laid out. Definitely a lot more than how I've set up all my other cities in the past. Take a look at what signature buildings we have available to us. Nice. What are... Ooh. Forgot about this. What are these again? Sapphire. Sapphire is a pretty cool looking building. The only thing is I'm not sure if it's really going to fit with this motif over here as much as it will being across from the train station. So that'll be one for later on. You know, this is all probably going to change moving forward. Like this McDonald's is pretty freaking loud. Where is a larger one? Which McDonald's have we built? 0.5 well-being, attractiveness 14, attractiveness low. Inspired by European McDonald's design, this restaurant features iconic green and yellow tones. Includes full drive-through. Perfect addition for citizens looking for a quick and familiar stop for food. Let's go with the bigger one. Let's see how this looks. Let's go European. Okay. Oh, that looks better? Question mark? And it looks different. I'll say that much. Let's see. California oak. There we go. These are a leafy tree. We need to get some spruce trees in here. Let's see if we can fit one in here. Because it's got to fit with the area. You know, we are in the mountains, so we should be able to fit some spruce trees here and there. Let's add a little chestnut tree here on the corner. I don't know if it's called. Help me out with words here. I don't know if it's indigenous to the area. There we go. But it's going to go in. And California oaks are definitely not indigenous to Banff because it's right in the name, California. But as for nice color, a little bit of variation there. What have we got here? Gas station. Let's just go ahead and plop that right down in the middle here. Or right at on the corner. And what we'll do here is just add a little bit of hedge work. Using our fence tool. There we go. Oof. Traffic. Oh, we got an accident. That's why. Yeah, that'll clear up any moment now. Any moment now. We got police on the scene. We got American cars. No. No. Can I switch? Let's see. Forget how to switch the police vehicles around. The options. Let's see. Vehicle variation packs. Realistic global. Try the German pack. Great variation packs. Oh. Cannot be reached. Okay. Well, let's try it. I don't know if it's going to reset all the vehicles. But, alright. There he goes. Now remember, folks, we have not gone in to make any adjustments to the traffic lights. This is all still using vanilla traffic lights. Nothing has been altered. One thing I do want to change, though, is having underground pathways. Yeah, that'll be a thing for the future. Having huge need for residential demand. We're going to keep building. Put this right on the corner there. Not gonna snap, not gonna snap. Go. Squeeze that in there. I think that should fit nicely. I'm honestly digging how this is all looking. I do want to kind of scooch this over a little bit. Maybe fit another 1x3 gamble. Whoa, okay. That's fine. We can move this over a little bit. That a bit. Bring this in, but rotate it around. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. We do this, then this, then. All right. A lot of traffic coming through here. Do you want to get rid of one of these intersection or these crossings? Turn that one off. There we go. Let's move this down. Autosave. Rotate this around here like such. Bring this around such. And I think we could fit one more right in here. That. And just do a little scooching and booting. Oop. Wonder if we could fit. Oh boy. Wonder if we can fit a block width 3 by 3. Whoa, no, we are not going to do that. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to move this down just so we can have our corner edge building. We're going to get rid of the zoning here. All right. And that is going to be the end of our residential area right there. Let's scoot this back a little bit. Just a smidge right there. Continue a small, tiny little path. Right there like that. And then the surface, yeah, we'll leave that alone. Let's just go ahead and cover this up. There we go. Awesome. Remember, tunnel. Do not destroy. Do not destroy. That is going to be a tunnel. Gotta continue this out. Oh man, I forgot about this area. Little ladder. Let's make our lives a little easier. So a bit of that. Oh no. Netherlands pack still. Gable roof housing. There you go. All right, I guess we'll do it manually. So we're going to take with one. Plop another one of you guys right over there just for now. Scooch this down here. Flip this a bit. We can actually go in here and get rid of some of these sub-elements. Oh, few too many sub-elements deleted. But that's all right. We can actually keep adding sub-elements. Doing a little bit of this. All right, let's fix this one first. And bring this in here. There we go. And then we'll add our final gable roof building like that. Scooch that over. Or gambrel roof, excuse me. I always confuse these. And I added the wrong building here. Let's get rid of that, get rid of you. Gambrel, gable. There you are. Rotate. rotate, and then bring you in right there. Awesome. That looks pretty decent. We'll go ahead and make a few adjustments here. Don't want to delete the entire... There we go. That will do. That'll do. That actually looks a little bit more cohesive. We just get rid of one more of these sub-elements here. That fence, perfect. It gets a little messy over here. We get rid of that. Yeah, we can leave that there. Get rid of that and get rid of that. Oh my gosh, that looks fantastic. That looks so good. Damn, that looks good. Oh man, that continuity, that is just next level. If y'all don't like that, I don't know what y'all are doing. Hit that like button. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. I'm just happy you're all here, kind of enjoying the show, watching, being a part of the stream. Keeping me engaged a little bit here. But yeah, I mean, if y'all want to follow, doesn't cost anything. Be greatly appreciated. Just helps the channel grow a little bit here and there. Some more medium density housing in here. We're gonna need more the ladder 3x3. We're not doing low density, we are doing medium again. So Netherlands medium. We go right up to that. Right up to that. Let's select that height right there. Then what we're going to do is continue this pathway right on through, just so that way we can do a little bit more zoning in there. I'm going to select our custom pedestrian street and bring that straight on through. Oh, no. Oh, son of a... Folks, the game crashed. Oh man, this is a bummer. Anywho, so I believe there was a question in the stream by Side Gamer S43 Sayed Gamer. Well, you were asking about how many times I've experienced crashes or performance issues. Well, I don't experience performance issues, but the game has just crashed, so. Murphy's Law much? All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. I'm going to engage you all a little bit more. I'm going to give you two poll options here. Now, I'm going to be a little optimistic and say we didn't lose a whole lot. Oh man, because I get the game saves about every, I don't know, 10 minutes. So I'm hoping we got enough content saved in there where it's not going to be that much further back. Hey, what's up, Azerbaijani dude? Welcome back. Good seeing you again. It's been a minute. Always nice seeing some of the OGs on the channel coming back and saying hello every now and then. Oh, wow. Somebody actually voted oof everything. Oh, we are not doing the Roblox district. No, 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 no. We're going to be a little bit more realistic with naming in this city. You just missed, you can go ahead and kind of return, or at least go back a little bit because we got a new city. I know you haven't seen this one. This one we started, what, I think a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, my voice changed a lot because I've got a new mic set up. Sounds nice, right? So you're actually hearing my voice how it really is. Um, yeah, because I was using what happened? How does it sound? Hold on. Yeah, no. I think it still sounds all right. It sounds a little bit more true to what my voice actually sounds like. Second puberty. That's hilarious. Got darker again. Nah, it just has to do with you lost your voice. So I got a new mic. I got a Elgato Wave 2, I think that's what it's called. I've got that. I got a Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck. So got a lot of neat tools. So I've got buttons where I can just switch between the different views. So I can go to this one. Yeah, I can do all that by the press of a button now. I don't have to kind of fumble with my keyboard and mouse anymore. It makes it a lot easier. And I can mute my mic too, so like I'm talking blah 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 blah. See? Hearts of Iron 4. What's that about? Let's see, I have been playing a little bit of Helldivers 2. I think I've got 2 live streams with Helldivers 2. I haven't gone back yet. Ooh, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. So it was suggested to me not too long ago that I should do mukbang videos since now I've got this fancy, excuse me, oh, this fancy mic. So I'm just gonna take a few bites of my cookie here. Be mukbang moment. No. Oh, we lost a lot of content, folks. Oh man. That's fine. Anyway, got this cookie. Cookie's really good. I can't do this without laughing. All right, let's see the damage. Oh yeah, we lost. Well, yeah, no, we kind of lost a lot here. Darn. All right, that's fine. I think we had. Oh wow, yeah, no, we lost a lot. That's all right. Not the end of the world. Not too bad. It could have been worse. Actually, I don't mind this change that we just did right here. If it happens again, we're gonna quit. I've been playing for a while. Let's anarchy this tree in here. There we go. I feel like we could do a lot more with this area too, but you know what? We're just gonna fix what we lost here and be able to move on. All right. So hopefully this doesn't break again. Go ahead and do a little bit of terraforming here. There we go. You know what? I want this to be its own height up here. There we go. All right. So let's bring our custom pedestrian path across like that. Perfect. And we're going to get rid of crossings there. We'll leave a crossing there. I don't want to have too many. Kill our traffic. And dial this back a little bit. There we go. Way too many things here. Pull this back a little bit. Pull this back a little bit here as well. There's so many road segments in here. There we go. That's fine there. All right. Let's just zone this in. Medium, Netherlands. There we go. I wonder if that'll fill in nicely. Oh, actually, yeah. And it does. Yeah, we can leave that as is. I'm gonna use platter. Do a nice 3x3 here. Oh, whoops. Would help if I have a pack selected. I think for that, we'll just drop in a building. So NL, let's see. Netherlands, medium. 3x3. Maybe not that one. Let's do this one. Let's scooch this down a little bit here as such. There we go. It's gonna be a nice little block here. And we'll get a 1x3 building right in there. And we'll scooch this one down a bit as well. Whoops. Undo. There we go. Maybe some good does come out of issues like that. Get our spruce tree in here. Boom and boom. Let's see. Play Steam games more? Oh, you play Steam games more. I'd love to watch you play Hearts of Iron 4. What is Hearts of Iron 4? Let's check this out. Hearts of Iron 4. Oh, so it's kind of like a strategy war game. Yeah, probably not the best time to play something like that. Seeing as how much stuff is going on in the world right now. I don't want it to seem a little insensitive. A lot of nonsense going on right now. That's putting it lightly. Well, and angering. Not trying to trigger myself or trigger anyone. Alright, let's get a little bit more foliage in here. Let's get some color variations. There we go. All right. You know, maybe we'll get some park space in here. I know we got that big old, yeah, actually no, but maybe we won't have two gigantic park spaces here. Yo, we do have though. We've got that corner building. Let's see, where is that at? Like a triangular building. I don't quite remember if I've unlocked it actually. It was unlocked in our other city. I don't think it's unlocked in this one. Or maybe I have to reach a higher tier. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten there quite yet. Yeah, not quite yet. Not there. Now, what does this do? Import cost down, church and bistro. Oh, actually, this would fit in quite well over here. Have a little inn. Oh, we are low on water. So let's go ahead and look at our monies. If we look at guy here, we go ahead and bump that up. Should be fine there. All right. No issues. So far everything's pretty good. We're addressing our housing situation. Traffic, let's see. Traffic is bad, but it's moving. Not really experiencing too many issues here. Yeah, I think it's moving all right. Probably grow this roundabout out a little bit. You know what we could do here? Let's do asymmetric. We've got access to that. There we go. That'll get us a few more lanes here. And I think, let's see. Can I get us more exit lanes? It will not. All right. Never mind. Hey, that'll get us some more exit lanes. All right, let's see. 5-lane asymmetric road. All right. Yeah, I think that should work. And then what we'll do is we'll upgrade this highway segment to 3-lane as well. There we go. For exits and changes there. Perfect. And then we'll downgrade that. Yep, for now. That should be good. Yeah, it is looking really nice so far. See what we can fit in here. All about the fitment game, right? Gotta see what'll fit, what'll stick, what won't. Undo, undo, undo. Undo, undo. Yeah, we'll see how that looks after it zones in. Then it'll take a few moments for it to get in there. So far, I'm digging this. Hope you are all are too. All right, hopefully this saves sometime soon. Yeah, that looks fine. Do some little 2x2 buildings here. And I know exactly what we can fit in here. Let's go ahead and fit in some of these guys. Don't need to anarchy that in. Let's just scooch this down here. What we'll do is mess with the surface area. There we go. That looks legit. Surfaces, let's get some fancy grass. There we go. All right. That looks legit. Oh my god, it looks so good. What? There you go. All right. Man, that looks good. Look at life is bustling. It is. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. A lot of traffic issues over here. I think it's time to put a stoplight back in. Let's do that. We took it out. What we taketh, we giveth backeth. And we'll turn that into an asymmetric lane as well. Go ahead and pause this real quick. We are going to split this up just for a second. We're going to turn this into an asymmetric road. Going that way, and damn, we lost a home. All right. Fixed. All right, because we got a lot of traffic coming through here. We gotta upgrade some of this. Oh, damn it. That could stay as is. Not too concerned about that section there. section I am, though. I don't think we need a light here, so we'll get rid of that. Yeah, that can keep rolling. We'll be moving. That looks fine. And fire station's doing just fine. Oh, lost water. We low on water or out of water? What is the situation? Oh, you know what? Water pipes. No, water pipes are good. Let's see. I don't think that's the issue. Oh, it is the issue. That was the issue. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. And being the house that it goes under. Huh. No, we'll just keep it under the highway, under the roadway. There we go. Just had a little blockage there. So it was all just coming through one line. How are we doing? All right, it's dropped a little bit more. I mean, hopefully adding that makes it a little smoother in and out of here. Yeah, so far looking pretty solid. So far, so good. And we just don't have commercial demand right now. That's kind of our biggest struggle right now. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is such a good build so far. I'm enjoying the new assets. It's just so good. The map looks fantastic too. This is lovely. Let's get some park assets in here though. Yeah, let's get it over here. I don't have much else going on there. All right. Oh, look at that. Our Sims are happy, unreliable internet, high crime risk, unreliable healthcare. Oh, come on now. What are you talking about? Oh, let's get a high school in here. A modern high school? I think we can actually get it to fit right in here. It's gonna be on the main road though. I say we switch this over to this side. But you know, we don't have... Yeah, let's switch this around. We'll add zoning back this side of the road. Let's get the high school right about there. I think that'll fit better in the small high school. I know this is upgradable, but I'm gonna add... Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of money. Okay, for the greater good. All right. I'll upgrade on the back side. What does this add? Mindfulness rooms? Additional teaching? I mean... How many students does this fill? 1,200. This adds... nothing. Emotional stress? Yeah, that's important. Oh, that's the wrong. I wonder if we can switch the color. Yes, we can. Make it a little bit more red. What's this? Ooh, nope. I want it to be a little bit more brick-like, but you know what we can actually do? Brick, 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 brick. Let's see, brick. Brickworks. We're missing some of our assets, honestly. Let's clear all the filters. There we go. Ooh, Brickworks planter. What? Oh, man. Love that. Oh. I know it's a sticker. I know it's a sticker. I've used it before. Just gonna drive me nuts. Used it on the previous map. I'm telling you, it exists. I swear. I'm not losing my mind, and seeing all these ads makes me want McDonald's. Oh man. So chat, I tried this entire month, and actually I've done pretty well. I've made it the entire month without eating fast food. Have I noticed a difference? I feel like I'm a little bit more irritable. They're like, oh yeah, you're supposed to feel more rested, less tired. No, I am definitely more irritable without it. I think it's probably because it's more of like a comfort food. I've gotten so used to like, oh, have a bad day, you know, let's just grab some fries, right? Yeah, now I gotta change that habit. Just brick. No, 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 no. Something's missing. Ooh, these are pretty neat. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's not in here. Oh well, it's fine. Look at the money we're making. We're raking in the dough. I could put it right across the street, right? Dormitory gives us a capacity of 6 now. We'll do the additional teaching building. Yeah, we'll do that. Probably didn't even need it right now, but it encourages educational growth. We'll go with it. Not crazy about that yellow. Oof, there's a save. Oh man, that save just scares me. There we go. I mean, we've got 6,000 people. I think we try to fit another, what? Is there a Netherlands 4x4? I kind of want to know that. Let's see. Netherlands, building. Lot depth 4. No. Lot depth width 4? Ooh, there is. It's low rent. I mean, we can have low rent buildings. I don't see why that's going to be an issue. But let's do our 3x3 here first. So then we could change the color around a little bit. And level 5, sure. Why not? Alright, let's see if we can switch the color of the brick a little bit. A little bit paler. A little bit browner. Can I go browner? Let's see. Change the opacity a little bit. There we go. Ooh, oh, that is perfect. Damn, my eyes are freaking awesome. That is practically an exact match. Damn, I am good. You know, we'll throw in here. Oop. Where are the planters? Oh yeah, park bench. Oop. Raised curb planters? What? All right. It's gonna be commercial. Let's see. No, we're not doing that. The planters again? I don't remember where it is. Here? Oh no, no. Here we go. Here we go. Nope. 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 Net lanes? Nope. Alright. We're gonna do a search. Planter. Filters. Planter. Yes. Brickworks. 2x2. long. 4x2. All right, get our own trees in here. We could do that. The smallest tree, the birch tree. Anarchy this bad boy in. Plop you right there. Plop you right there. There we go. See, it doesn't have to look that grim. Looks nice. Netherlands. Too low. High density. Depth. I think they're all going to be 2. Yeah. So a lot depth, not too worried about. Lot width. Go. There's a 5x2. What? All right, let's do this guy. And let's, it's kind of neat just finding different assets, different building styles or sizes as well. Oh, that looks legit. That looks like it fits really well, actually. A little too well. All right, surface area tool. Do we have a surface area? Yes, we do. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. These are other surface area here. There we go. Ooh, I don't know what that was, but leafy tree, boom. What's this small tree? There you go. Yeah, that looks good. Dang. I'm happy about that. I know there's like a tunnel type thing I can do. Maybe that's the thing for the future. But really trying to fill this in, folks. I swear. Let's get a little bit more industrial stuff going on in here. Get a roundabout in here. I think that's important. Right. Creates less blind spots like that. All right. Perfect. Yeah, what was that? 2.4 units? Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Go from this point, since we're not going to have the zoning. Oh, 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 that was scary. That was scary. All right, sorry. 1B sidewalk. Oh, that's not gonna work very well. Oh man, I really don't want this to break my game. All right, let's save. Let's save real quick. Oh wow, we've gone from 2,000 people and 137 grand. Yeah, why can't I overwrite the save? Uh-oh. Why can't I overwrite the save? Uh-oh. Something has broken just now. No. Boy. Well, that's not good. Can't even load a game. I can't even exit. What the hell? I can't even exit the game. I think something's corrupted ever since that happened. Well, anyway, folks, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Well, because there's not much else we can do. The game has crashed. It has officially crashed. We're at 6,000 people. I don't know. I don't know how much of this actually saved. I'm really hoping it at least saved that much of it. I can't save. I can't load. We're at a new game. Can't even exit the game. Why don't we do this? Let's try a resume game. Oh, no. New game. It doesn't matter. Just select this, select map. I don't care. Oh, nope. Can't even do that. Oh, I saw it change. All right. Maybe if we give it a second. A little hopeful here, but I'm a little, I wouldn't say hopeful. I would say less than cautiously optimistic. Think save game in progress. Oh boy, that's stuck. I wonder if the task manager. No, that's gonna close out the entire game. Crap. No wonder. It's stuck saving the game. Yeah, I can't really do anything. Kind of stuck. Oh, well, I guess this is a good spot to stop. But why don't we take a little bit of a look at what we've done so far today? So we've grown out our roadway network a little bit more out here. We have grown our population by, shoot, let's see, what was it? We started with 2,000 people. We're at 6,900. We've grown by 2,000, right? 4,900 people. Brought in some really cool stuff over here. Grew our hospital, yeah, I mean, we're just trying to start our, or grow our industrial network, but unfortunately we are stuck there. But other than that, I think the map is looking nice and solid. A lot of brickwork, literally. Unfortunately, we weren't able to finish filling out the square or the tile, but we're on that road. Folks, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. I hope you do hit that like button and subscribe to check out more content. We do have other videos too. If you want to check out some City Skylines 1 content, that is available to you as well. I haven't really played it in over a year since this game came out, but there's some good stuff in there. Once again, thank you all so much for joining and continuing to support. Look forward to seeing you in the next stream. Until then, hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.